book. It's a book in Canada called Dick. When we talk about our own motivation, why do we want to be successful in selling? We have to look every day in that mirror and think about our own vision, our own future, and find that motivation. And I talk about that word execution. That's the discipline of getting things done. That's what execution is. It's the discipline of getting it done on a daily basis. And in sales, you have to go out and do it on a daily basis. With Team Canada, the ice hockey program Team Canada, we won last year the Spenglar Cup, and we used a philosophy called Private Victories come before public victories. And what that really means is every single individual has to work on themselves, work on their goals, their targets. They have to know their vision and mission as an individual and commit and execute that, because we believe if everyone works on that process, individual targets, at the end of the tournament, we'll get the public, or folk, the public success. And that public success is when people say, great job, Team Canada. And there's actually a couple of pictures that I'd like to show that go with that. And that was some of our celebrations, because I think a great part of leadership is to celebrate with your people. We have to find ways of celebrating. We have to also measure targets. We have to celebrate early, celebrate often, and always find a way to get people together to feel they're moving forward as a team.
Ik heb de urineflasje genomen. Ik heb de appelsaft in langzaam reingedaan.
I spent about 5 days in a hospital in Regensburg, Germany, when I was playing as a professional player coach. At the end, they drilled a hole in my forehead, stuck a tube in there. 5 times a day, they sort of drained water through there and tried to get things moving. And finally, I said I had to break out. So I thought of a funny joke to play on my head nurse, a big, strong Bavarian woman, Frau Schmid. Every day she came in my room. She brought in a urine test bottle every day. So one day, for a bit of fun, I told the guys, I said, gentlemen, the guys in my room, I had 4 neighbors, I said, have a look. And I slowly poured an apple juice into the urine bottle and just waited for my nurse, Frau Schmid. She came rumbling back in about 5-10 minutes later. She took that bottle in the air, she looked at it, she said, Mr. McGregor, it looks too thin, much too thin today. And I looked at big Frau Schmidt and I said, Frau Schmidt, you know, you're right, Frau Schmidt. I said, let me run that through one more time, Frau Schmid.
Das Highlight, ja, das war sicherlich Mark, oder? Das kann man ohne weiteres sagen. Es waren 2 interessante Stunden. Es war eine sehr enthusiastische Rede. Ich habe mich sehr angesprochen gefühlt.
At the end, when I try to wrap this together, there's a favorite poem I have from Emerson. It goes like this. Perhaps you can take this home today. As people from Credit Suisse here in Zurich, take this message home and try to live it. If you do not take risks, you cannot grow. If you cannot grow, you cannot be your best. And if you cannot be your best, you cannot be happy. And at the end, if you can't be happy, what else is there? Perhaps the question number 1 as you watch this video is to decide, why Mark McGregor? My background has helped me be successful in this business. I haven't just been a theoretical trainer or professor. I've led hockey teams since I was 22 years old as a captain, a player coach,
in Germany. I've coached professional hockey in Europe. I've worked 5 times with Team Canada. Been fortunate enough to win 3 medals, 3 gold medals with Team Canada at the Spenglar Cup, the largest international ice hockey tournament in the world. And that's been exciting. I've also had failure. I was fired once as a coach. I've lost twice a final in an international hockey tournament. But those are the lessons we learn, and I give that experience to others. I managed a team once in Falkirk. The team was bankrupt when I took it over, came from the bottom of the division, and we tried to rebuild the team. Sometimes it was managed by panic, sometimes leadership, but you learn a lot. And I think that credibility allows me to touch people. And I get people involved early in a workshop or in a speech, either with humor or personal stories, because that way people feel you're real, you're one of us.
We can talk about share of the market, how we want to get a bigger share. That's the new customer focus. That's important. But what I believe is really important is not this share of the market, but a share of the customer. How much of that customer can I get? Because I know right now we're only getting a small percent. I want to get more. I want to become their partner. We call it in the Champions League, at Team Marketing that runs the Champions League, we call it share of the wallet. That means how much can I get out of that customer's wallet? But of course, I've got to deliver. I've got to have the strength to deliver and execute. And in selling, execution is the discipline of getting it done. Focusing on my goals and objectives, but it's a discipline of getting things done. So we believe in that one-to-one marketing, not just on market share, but to get a bigger share of the customer. And we really focus on service, because at the end of the day, that's the differential.
4 key things. My father always said, when you focus on these keys, you'll be success. He said life is about living, loving, laughing, and learning. When you think about it, he was right. He's not alive anymore, but he is right. It really comes down to living, loving, laughing, and learning. Tonight was your learning. Go home and get busy living, laughing, and loving, and have a great night. Thank you.